the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. To throw, Mayfield on the move to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Mayfield down. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, 32 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he
under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kalijah Cansey, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. This will be fielded at the 17. And he works free. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. And they'll try him down with Irving. Fighting through, and he's got space. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 43 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Out of the shotgun and run with Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Irvin diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. This is going to be another first down as attackers made at the Bucs 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Like watching paint dry. I'm gonna put nature's head. Come, wake up. Let's keep those sticks moving.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They still can't get it. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
What is the deal?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. Powers through to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Oh, he fakes the spike. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is going to work. It's caught. And he will get out of bounds and pick up the first down. So they catch the defense napping, and the fake spike works to move the chains. A run up the middle with Irving.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. And that flag accepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.